Namaskar. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today we will be seeing the symbolism and significance of Nataraj. As we see, this is the Nataraj form of Shiva, the main god of drama and art. There are two forms of Tandava. This is called as the Tandava Nrutya. At the same time, there are two types of Tandava. One is Ananda Tandav, which brings in bliss and happiness, and there is Rudra Tandav, which comes out with rage, anger, and negative emotions. What we see here is the Ananda Tandav. But interestingly, the whole cosmos is symbolically shown here, and it is represented in the Tandava Nrutya. The very word Tandav is formed from Tandu. Tandu means each small part of the body or each small part of the cosmos, and that dance where each small part of each thing vibrates to its resonance frequency is called as Tandava. And as we said earlier on, there are two Tandavas, Ananda Tandav, Rudra Tandav. Now we'll look at the Nataraj Murti and see the significance of the overall Murti in terms of symbolism and significance. If you see, let us start seeing with the earrings. If you see, in 2 ears there are different earrings. Now look closely, you will see even the eyes are different. Even two parts of the face are different. One part is female, other part is male. So actually this is Ardhanari Nateshwara, which is combined form of the god Shiva, which is combination of Purush and Prakriti, and it also shows inseparableness of Purush and Prakriti. And also they show that they are equal in stature, inseparable, and both of them are necessary for the cosmos to grow. Now we'll see in this hand and in this hand. In one hand there is Damru, which is a percussion instrument, and in the other hand there is fire. They seem to be different, but they are different at the same time same. The Damru, Damad 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 Ninadavad Damarvayam, that means the sound of which goes on increasing. Dhvani Krama Pravartita Prachanda Tandava Shiva. The sound that goes on increasing goes out and comes back, Pravartita, and comes back in such a way that it goes on increasing on its own, which means it grows based on resonance, and this resonance is power. That power can be utilized in good fashion for growth and development of the universe, or it can be used for annihilation of the universe by just vibration itself. Now, in the other hand, there is fire, which is even higher level of the same vibration. If the sound is used at very high vibrations, the fire is created. So fire and sound are not separable, or actually not separate. They are same entities, but they are different forms. Other way of saying, Purush and Prakriti are not different, they are same. Also, it shows that space and time both are operable one as the other. So this this whole dance is happening in the cosmos itself, and the cosmos itself is also represented in the dance. The round that we see here is the cosmos, and it is also the Kala Chakra. Kala Chakra is the chakra on which Kala Bhairav sits, and it is the time, continuous time, which neither has past, nor has present, nor has future. It is time as it is, and it is ruled by Kala Bhairav. Here the Kala Bhairav is being represented by Shiva himself. more interesting, you will see that at the feet of the Shiva there is a demon which is being kept in check by keeping a foot on it. This demon is like a midget. It is not a child, it is a midget. What it shows and what its name is? His name is Apasmara. Apasmara, it means ignorance, selfishness, laziness and disease. Interestingly, these are the qualities which are supposed to be in check or which are supposed to be kept in check for the universe to grow and develop. But these qualities should not be gotten rid of. Why? Because if these qualities are gotten rid of, everything would be effortless. People would get anything that they want without having to do any effort, and that will give rise to high egos as well as the tendency to enjoy only, which is highly asuric tendency. So because we don't want those asuric tendencies to rise, these are necessary evils which need to be kept in check, and that is why this Apasmara demon is being kept in check by keeping a foot on him, and it is still alive, and if it is not checked, if it goes unfettered, then there will be no difference between us and the asuras. This also means that we should be taking care of nature inside and outside, within and without. Where do we see this Apasmara in our day-to-day life? Is we see in our egoistic presence, our selfishness, our foolhardiness, the diseases that we invite, and so many other areas, hot-tempered people, and so on and so forth. These people are necessary for our growth and development, but they should be dealt with properly, should be kept in check and made use of whenever necessary, also seeing to it that they don't grow out of their proportion. That is what the significance of Apasmara here is concerned. And last but not the least, we are always told that there is Holy Trinity, which is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. In other words, it is creator, preserver and destroyer. But there are, as per Shaiva Siddhanta, two more avatar of Shiva himself, making it to number 5. The fourth number is wheeling of truth, which is done by Maheshwara, and the fifth one is granting of bliss, which is Sadashiva. That is why the avatar of Shiva who grants boons when you make efforts is called as Samba Sadashiva. And why is that wheeling of truth is required? Because if the wheeling of truth is not there, the truth will be available to everybody, and again, because there have been no efforts made, it will have no significance. People will not give it any importance. It will become a commodity, and when it becomes a commodity, anger will rise, ego will rise, and we will be utilizing the nature which we are preserving, which we are supposed to preserve and take care of. We will be using the nature for only our benefit without giving anything in return, as a result of which we will go towards asuric tendencies, and that is what is not to be done. That is why there is Maheshwara and Sadashiva. Sadashiva is the one, whenever you are making efforts, even a little bit of effort, one step towards the divine, the Samba Sadashiva is there to give you a boon, give you bliss, so that your life becomes nice and with growth and development. This is the significance of the overall Nataraj Murti and the cosmos that is seen. This is Nataraj, this is not only Nataraj, this is the cosmos itself, within and without, in the space, in the sky, in the outside, as well as within us, within the body, within the mind, with the soul. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow again. Namaskar.